even got your socks on. Very nice.
Come on an interview and feel like I'm being disrespectful to the
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Everybody, it's just the cameraman who doesn't know. So here we are. I hope it's not an inconvenient time for you.
culture. Oh no, this is perfect time.
Ah, what it's Sunday for you now, is it?
Yep, Sunday night.
Oh, Sunday night. Okay. And for me, it's Monday morning here, past 10. Bit of a
7 p.m. on Sunday for me.
Well, welcome, Dylan. We're now in the temple we made, and you've made a nice visit before. We had a little tour around here together, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes, it's very nice.
Thank you.
You're working here in Engage a lot, I think, for one company that does a kind of an educational project. So I hope today we can show something of what you made as well.
My name is Dylan. I work for a company called Optima Ed, or Optima Academy Online.
Yeah.
It's basically a virtual reality school for grades K through 8, and I essentially animate the lessons for the students in
I see.
Engage.
How does that work?
So using the content editor tool in Engage,
Yeah.
the teachers
Yeah.
will make my recs, and I essentially just bring the experience to life.
Okay. So what kind of experiences are they?
So there's like the 4 main subject areas that we cover, which is like math, science, ELA, and history. So just as an example, one of our science lessons, I animated the Artemis rocket launching into to the moon.
And you're using just the mainly the editor, or any other tools as well?
So in our company, there's also like a 3D modeling team. They'll make me like 3D models for me to animate. Like they made me the Artemis rocket
Yeah.
and all of its pieces, and then I take that into Content Editor and animate it. The way I like to think of it is like it's like a video editor, but just for virtual reality experience, and it's
Okay.
pretty intuitive
Yeah,
to
it's-
use.
When do you hope to come?
Um, as soon as I can afford the plane ticket.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's actually it's a good time now because Japan has inflation. It's the yen is very weak compared to the dollar. So yeah, this is a very very affordable time to go to Japan, I think.
Hopefully someday soon I'll be able to.
Yeah.
And I also need to get my passport. haven't got.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I just renewed mine. Right. Yeah, I came here in '89, but I'm still here, and it sort of sticks on you, I guess. It's quite nice. Why did you get interested in Japan for a start?
Funnily enough, a lot of the shows and video games I used to play when I was really young took place in Japan.
Yeah.
One of my favorite shows, Terrace House. Not sure if you've heard of it, but it's like a reality show that takes place in Japan.
Okay.
And just getting to see a very unfiltered version of daily life in Japan got me really interested.
Yeah. Okay, for me, one of the first ones was that film by Kurosawa, the Seven Samurai. I don't know if you saw that.
I don't think I have.
Okay. It's a classic film about seven samurai that tries to protect the village from bandits, and there's a sort of a film inspired by that American Western film as well. The Seven something, I can't remember what it's called now, but well, if you're interested in Japan, that's one of the classics, I guess. It's an oldie, but I quite like it. And yeah, a lot of people get interested in Japan because of manga and anime and stuff like that. Any other anime and manga you like, or something like it?
Oh wow, there's quite a bit. My favorite of all time is Initial D. It's about street racing in the Japanese mountains.
Right. Yeah. So how did you get into VR?
I was attending Mississippi State University college in my state here in the US, and I was offered a class about how to teach science in VR. And through that class is actually how I got the job that I have now, and I just like fell in love with it from the start. I thought it was so cool that I could kind of make my own experiences for other people. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, I had the same idea in a way, because I was trying to explain about Japan to people, and it was impossible. They started to get bored very quickly, and I tried. I was working in radio, and I did some article writing and videos and stuff. But this is the first time I can actually bring somebody to Japan. So, well, I'm gonna put you here in Japan straight away here in VR. But it's the first time that I could make. So we made this temple, for instance, that people can come and see in Gero City, a hot spring city, and we have this priest and everybody. So I'm trying to connect you, like people like you, and to the Japan as a kind of try before you fly.
I love the art on the doors. By the way, I love how you explained those.
Well, we have I hope to interview. I have interviewed him already, but it's a kind of old artist, but he's a famous artist in Kyoto, and he drew those. He painted those dragons over a few months. So maybe you can show me something of what you have made. So now you can take me around, I guess.
All right, let me think of something. I actually have almost a demo that kind of shows a short clip from 3 different projects. If you'd be interested in seeing that.
Here we go. Ooh. Wow.
Oh, it teleported you. All right, awesome.
Yeah.
The most important organ in our circulatory system is the heart. This is the pump that moves blood through our veins and arteries, circulating through all of our tissues.
Here we go.
And then here's the next short clip.
Still very important in our marine ecosystems. They build the basis of our sea anemones have developed symbiotic relationships. These animals actually have chlorophyll, or a type of marine algae or cyanobacteria that's able to photosynthesize.
I believe it, Charlie. Get ready, John. Okay, let's go, would you, Charlie? You got all your steering. It's great. Oh, this is going to be some kind of different ride.
Wow. We did it. That's right. We overcame tremendous technical challenges to land a man on the moon. This is fantastic, and it put us well ahead in the space race. But one thing that NASA had to do, and a huge challenge they had to overcome, is they had to train these fighter pilots and test pilots to become geologists, because their role when they got here was to conduct authentic science investigations. They were required to go out and find lunar bedrock. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to explore this area, and I want you to find a good amount of lunar bedrock.
That was the little demo of 3 clips from 3 separate lessons.
What do the students think of this?
No, they love it. They get all excited, especially in the really immersive ones like this, because the goal is to make them feel like they are going to the moon with the
Yeah.
astronauts.
Yeah.
And then they come here and collect rocks, just like the astronauts did.
Yeah. Right. Well, it's amazing.